We're going to do some questions. First of all, I see the record buttons on. Thank you, Tammy. Awesome. I just want to say it's just such an honor to be here with you, Ron, and to have you share with the members that really love you and appreciate you so much. And so I'm going to open it up. Tammy, I'll let you know the name, and you can unmute the person, and they can come up and ask the question to Ron, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll work together as a team. All right, I am
What
going
a
to...
team.
We're not too
Hi,
bad, are
Ron.
we, Ron? Sorry, Tammy, go ahead.
Hello.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself and just leave you guys up and working, and everybody else should be muted.
Okay, perfect. And when I call the name, you can unmute them for me, or do you want me to do that?
I will do my best.
Okay, love, we'll work together. I'm
All
going
right.
to call up Sir W. Would you like to come up and, or I think they can raise their hand if they want to ask a question. Then we can pick the people who have their hands up instead of me picking on everyone, like I like to do. But we'll ask Sir W. Would you like to come up and ask Ron a question? Okay, I see you're unmuted, but are you having trouble with your mic? Okay, we'll hold on to him, Tammy, and we'll move on to Daniel. Not sure what's happening, but if you'd like to ask a question, you can raise your hand so we can see that you would like to ask a question. How's that?
How do we raise our hands?
Is there in the middle, or is that just on mute? Isn't there a way to just raise your hand, Tammy, or no?
There is a way. I'm trying to figure out what that way is.
Okay, well, we'll just...
It might be helpful if you want to just do a quick little introduction and ask Ron a question or two from the questions that have been sent in while I figure this out for you.
No worries.
Excuse me.
Oh,
that
sure.
is
Yes,
the way, but the problem is we don't have the hand in the microphone.
Ah,
it's
very
lost.
good.
I don't know what it is.
We're working on it.
Esley, would you like to ask a question or say hello to Ron?
Hello, it's nice to be here with you. I love too much, and I hope you are back very hard, very promptly.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What was your name again?
My name is Elsie from Venezuela. Esley.
Esley. Okay. There, I see your name. And do you have a question for me, my dear?
No, I don't have any question right now. Thank you.
Okay, well, I appreciate you loving me. We've never met before, but you're a wonderful person. I can tell that.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
I think we have Patricia Felice unmuted. Would you like to come up and say hi and ask a question to Ron? Patricia Felice, would you like to come up and ask a question of Ron? I don't know if they're shy or if I'm doing something wrong, Tammy. Oh, we got people speaking over each other. Okay, Wayne
Right.
is. Okay, we need everyone muted unless you're called, please. But let's get Wayne speaking then if he wants to, and we'll bring Patricia up next.
Ron, the Lions.
Hello, Wayne.
Are they light?
Go ahead and talk. I can hear you.
Okay. The light for the can you hear
Go
me?
ahead and speak.
The lions wood for the light. The sorry. The alliance to the light for the wave.
Hi, Wayne. You're fading in and out, but I did get part of the question, and you can let me know if I got it right, okay? You're asking about the light wave and there's an information from the Alliance on the light wave. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, love. What he's asking is about the light wave, if you received any more information about the light wave coming.
Excuse me.
Lions, yeah.
Wayne, have you read the stuff that I have written about the light wave?
Okay. Thank you very much. Love you. Okay.
I did. Did you respond?
The light wave, the alliance.
Right, Wayne. And Ron was asking if you have read the information that he wrote about the light wave or not.
Very much.
You're welcome.
I don't want to go through things that you've already read, but just to cover it, Wayne, the light wave is designed by the heavens, by God, and the ascended masters. I call the ascended masters the Alliance. That is, the light wave is designed to change our bodies from the third dimension to the fifth dimension. And in doing so, we go through a process where we go into the fourth dimension or astral dimension, and we separate from our bodies. And while we're separated, the heavens change our body from what it is to the fifth dimensional body that is ours by design. And that's from that body is designed for the children of God to, when we go into a dimensional experience, that body is the one that's designed for us to take on. And we haven't done that before because of the cabal and the things that they did to us. And the thoughts coming to me now that the dark side has messed us up to the point where we don't have a belief in our capacity to bring on that light wave. And so the light wave is going to change us back to our celestial body, where we have the full 12 strands of DNA functioning, and we have the fifth dimensional mind. And all of this has taken place where we have separated ourselves. And then when we enter back into the body, then we are in that fifth dimensional experience. Now, this is going to happen to the whole earth at the same time. So you have certain people that you're hoping to go through that. I'm hoping that all our Loved Ones Society people are going through it so that we can enjoy that experience and have our bodies renewed. I'm saying that many people in Loved One Society are older and maybe into their 60s and 70s, and their bodies have deteriorated because that's the only thing that we remember how to do. And so we do that in the third dimension. But let's forget about the third dimension and all of that stuff. Let's just put ourselves in the fifth dimensional bodies that were designed for us as celestial bodies. Celestial meaning the highest realms of existence. Now, every dimension is physical. It is physical, physicality. And we can only be in those dimensions if we have a body. Even the highest dimension has to have a body. And so we get that. And that's going to happen for us. I think that's all I have to say about that, Wayne. I hope that helps.
Mila, could you please mute your mic? Awesome,
Hi.
Ron. It's a great.
Oh,
can you
sorry.
please mute your mic? Ron, that was awesome. Wonderful explanation. And thank you, Wayne, for the question. So many beautiful things are coming, Ron, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
It is. And no limitation, no expectation, just being and freeing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
we're going to call it.
We don't know anything to expect. We don't know what to expect. We just are.
Absolutely.
So that's the beautiful part. We'll be in that fifth dimensional body, and we can use it to go on up into the different dimensions if that's what we want to do.
Yeah, because we're multi-dimensional beings, aren't we, really?
Yes, multi-dimensional. And we have the ability to change our bodies and move into whatever dimension we want to go into. I think there's 16 dimensions. Maybe somebody has more information, but I think there's 16 dimensions. Those upper ones, we're not really in physicality. We have that fifth dimensional body and they change it to go into the fifth dimensional vibration. So that helps us.
That's so beautiful. I can't wait for that. I'm going to bring up, Texas 0208. Would you like to come up and ask a question to Ron? No, it says I can't unmute you. Tammy, do you have her muted or him? Texas 0208. And we'll ask everyone to just patiently stay muted, okay?
I'm working on it. Half of the things I can do, half I can't. So
sounded like he came through.
Okay, I got it. Allow to speak. Perfect. I got it, Tammy. Texas, would you like to unmute and come on up and ask a question to Ron?
Yes, this is Texas 0208. Thank you for bringing me up online. Good evening,
Hello.
Ron.
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Ron, my only question I wanted to ask you is how are you doing this evening? How is your progress going?
Well, yeah, I'll have to say that I have ups and downs. I have diarrhea that makes it so I can't do my therapy, and I've also got a problem with a blister on the heel of my left foot, and I can't stand on it or walk on it or put any pressure on it. So I've had it for about 3 weeks now, and with the restrictions I have on it, I'm not able to put any weight on it. So I'm trying to figure out why I have problems with my right leg that has nothing to do with the stroke that I had. So I'm trying to bring that back out of the pain and what's going on by figuring out what it is that I eat that's causing it. I'm not really good at that yet. So, but
Okay. It sounds really good. It sounds really good. You sound really good mentally because you're still able to teach us things and remind us of things that we may have forgotten. So I really do appreciate that. You've been a big mentor in my life and changing me so I can continue my spiritual growth. So I appreciate that and I love you for that. So I hope and pray for your, well, I don't hope anymore. I know and pray that you will get better and be fully restored here shortly.
Well, Father in heaven, Prime Creator, has told me that I'm going to have all of my faculties back. And so I'm looking for the light wave to come because I believe that's the best way to get myself all put back together.
Okay.
So I'm looking for that.
I would second that for myself as well. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. You have a
You're
wonderful
certainly
evening.
welcome. Well, I'm having a wonderful evening.
Okay. Thank you.
You're certainly welcome. Thanks for speaking.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Texas. Awesome. I am looking for Mark Green. Would you like to? I know you've been wanting to say hello to Ron for a long time. So would you like to take the mic?
Yes, thank you very much. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Ron. Hope you're well today.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Mark,
yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. Ron, I'm glad you're getting better. I'm just wondering, why have the military not put you on a med bed?
I'm not in the military.
Yeah, but you're with the Alliance, and aren't the Alliance working with the military?
Well,
sorry, you have contact with the Alliance, sorry.
I suppose they are in the Space Force with the bad people that are, maybe we have some ETs that are causing us problems. But my problems aren't as a result of them. So it's a good question, and maybe I'll get an answer from if I ask about that. But I'm looking more for the, I don't know if you believe in Q. Q doesn't like med beds.
Oh,
He
I didn't know
says,
that.
yeah, he, the problem with med beds is it, we have the ability to change our own bodies by ourselves. And that's what wants us to do rather than have something outside of us changing, changing us. And so, that's one of the problems. And I apologize. I need to cough a little bit because I have mucus. And
Yeah,
I
okay, Ron,
haven't.
no, thank you. Yeah, you've answered the question. Thank you very, very much. I do agree we can heal ourselves. Now, Ron, for you, I have learned that the biggest cause of diseases in our body is from parasites. So you want to eat foods that fight parasites. Just look it up. There's walnuts, there's oregano, there's many, many foods that kill parasites. They're the biggest cause of our diseases. Mucus is one, parasites is the other, and bacteria. Bacteria and mucus might be linked, but those are the only three causes of diseases in our body. So start eating food that kills parasites and stop all sugar, all pop, get rid of sugar, and you'll get better.
Well, I've stopped eating sugar.
Good.
I was eating quite a bit of sugar and I got worse and worse. I thought, well, stupid me, I should have realized that it was the sugar that was causing the problems. And,
No, it's not your fault. We were raised to eat sugar. We were taught to eat sugar. It's not your fault.
well,
So you get rid of sugar.
but see, I know those things, and I should have connected the dots on it, and then I finally did. And so I have the past 2 weeks, I've eliminated all sugar in my diet.
Good.
And so there might be some sugar in things like ketchup. But,
Yes, too much sugar. Yes. Mayonnaise.
It's any of the salad dressings. I can't eat salad dressings or that's true. Sugar.
Yeah, I love ketchup, but I stopped eating it 3 years ago because I know it's way too much sugar. So yeah, you're doing great there, and that's probably why you're better now. But you want to fight the parasites, Ron. You want to get food that kills parasites.
I agree 100%. Parasites are one of the main causes of disease in our body.
Absolutely.
Now, I know a person who is a parasite. I don't know what to call him.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna get a hold of him and I sent him some hair samples before the stroke, and he sent me some stuff to overcome what I had, and if it changes, then he can pick it up and tell me what I need to do to fix the parasites that I've got.
Wow, I'm blown away. He can tell that from a hair. I know you can tell from blood and that, but from a hair, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Well, he, that's what he uses.
Yeah,
and it seems to help.
Sounds like you're on the right track, mate. Because you've got rid of the sugar. The rest of your problem are parasites. Get rid of those, you'll be good as gold.
Okay, I appreciate your positive thoughts on that. Sugar and parasites and bacteria.
Yeah, and the great Donald Trump, he was not wrong about how to cure that crap. You know what he was talking about. They work.
Yeah, we're trying to get Trump to change a little bit and lose some weight.
He's not obese.
President Trump is fully aware of Loved One Society.
Good.
And
Thank
is
you.
part of our funding program. not the
Not necessary.
What's the
Yeah,
big
Trump
one
is part of the funding.
we're gonna use our Zim and get into that redemption.
Yeah.
When we get into the redemption, that's not what we're going to get from Trump. Is we have billions of dollars that's coming to us, and it will be released when he takes office.
Yep.
And
Yep. I'm adamant. None of this money's coming out until he's there. None of it. People have been saying for a long time before, but nothing.
well, we haven't a clue who he is, so he's gonna do things that a lot of people don't even know about.
Oh yeah.
And that's good.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I agree. Totally agree. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ron, Tammy. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And
Sure,
Patricia.
Tammy. What do you want to say?
One of the questions that I see the most frequently on the chat channel is people who may be newer to the program struggling with all the things they see out on other channels and in social media about the RV versus what you've taught about our redemption appointments, etc. Would that be something you could maybe review now with everyone to clear that up?
Yes, it's a good subject.
Okay.
I get my information from the Alliance. And therein is the difference between what I say and what they say. They're not connected to the Alliance. One of the things that you can is evident that they're not part of the Alliance is that they use dates. They'll give a date for something. The Alliance does not give dates. So if there are people that are giving dates, they're not part of the Alliance, and you can disregard most everything that they say unless you study things and they say things that may be true about it. The redemption is one thing. The exchange of currencies, the dinar and the dong, let's just say it this way. Only humanitarians are going to get funds from the Alliance. And the only funds for the new system of finance is a quantum financial system. You're not part of the Alliance, you're not getting money. So that's a shocker to a lot of people because they buy these Zim bonds and so forth and think that they're going to get a chance to redeem them or, redeem them. But that's not going to happen because you have to be a humanitarian in order for the Alliance, let's say it that way, a vetted humanitarian in order for the Alliance to give you funds. And they're the ones that vet you. So that's a sad thing, but it's true. And so a lot of people believe that in the RV, that's the redemption of bonds, the dinar. Yeah, and that's also part of what the Alliance is doing. And they're the ones you take your dinar and your dong to your appointment if you get one. And that's a good thing to realize. The Alliance will notify you if you have been vetted, and you will get a chance to have your redemption of the bonds and get an exchange for an RV and take your dong and dinar into your appointment, and they will exchange that at whatever rate you've been that's out there that they say you're supposed to have. But that's not going to happen either unless you're a humanitarian. So how do we know we're going to have it? We are humanitarians and being vetted is by us receiving our redemption appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to be under an NDA, so we can't talk to people about it. So those people won't even know that it's coming or is coming.
Can I just clarify a little bit clearer, Ron?
Sure.
I just want to say there are two things happening right now. Number one, people are concerned about Redemption Center. For me, Redemption Center is based on currency and monies. Our true humanitarian appointments are based on the currency of our heart, our intent, what we're going to do to help this new earth and everything upon it. Would that be correct?
I think that would be. I think that is. Yes. But it's going through the Alliance, Tricia. They're the ones who will give us the funds. Your heart, your heart has. We talk about funds, but your heart has value.
You bet.
And it's an exchange of energy that we're looking for.
Right.
When you buy, I go out and I earn money, and I go and exchange my money for something I want they have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what commerce is we exchange energy for something that somebody else has made. Their energy has made that, or a collection of people have got together and made things, manufactured them.
Mm-hmm.
That's a part of it too. I don't want to diminish that, Tricia, at all.
Yes.
I just don't understand it as well as you do, dear.
Oh no, you do. You absolutely do. You've shared it in your teachings. It's on the website. If you look up redemption appointment on the website, LWS website, there's a beautiful explanation from Ron on the difference. So the currency that humanitarians are exchanging for is basically the best currency on the planet, love.
Yes. Energy.
Yes.
Love is energy exchanged at a different level than we really understand without knowing it, having been taught that. So love is an energy.
Okay.
So we develop love. Man and a woman make love. Well, that's the energy that they're creating. And it lasts if they're creating love rather than just having sex. And that's the important thing to understand as far as that is concerned.
Absolutely.
Making love is one of the most sacred things, but people just use it without making love.
They don't bring the sacredness into it anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Well,
may I have a word, please?
I don't know if it's Spirit or Carlos. We got 3 or 4 people talking, but Carlos will keep you on hold. But I want to bring Yo Marrow has been asking in the room.
That's me.
Oh, is that
I've
you?
changed
Okay, I
my
guess
name.
we're on the same track, aren't we, Carlos?
Yo mero in Spanish is, and
Okay.
in English is, it's myself.
Okay,
But well,
Carlos. 1 second.
I am,
Spirit, could you please mute Spirit? I never ever thought I would ever say that. Okay, go ahead, Carlos.
thank you very much, Tricia. Ron, I just hear you each time I review your audios, and I feel like if I was a child, I am a little child, and I will like to pray to our Father, the Prime Creator, because if we act like child, we can ensure us your health. So I would like to all the participants join their inner child and ask our Father God, the Prime Creator, but thanking Him because Ron is healthy, strong, and I can feel that Ron's illness is helping us to improve our faith, our resilience, and our hope in God. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, dear Dad, because you are giving us the miracle of Ron's health. Thank you very much.
Carlos, thank you. Those are kind words. And Father receives your prayer. And
Jesus taught me to be like a little child so I can go to heaven. But we forgot that little child, when wants something or needs something, are very, very, very grateful with their parents. So we can be thankful for your health. So we are all sending love, healthy energy to you, Ron. And that will help too much because we
I'm not
can
used to yours. It's
realize that you are healthy now. Because time is just a mind matter, and in somewhere in God's love you are already healthy. But I think we have missed our faith and our power, as you told us a few minutes ago. Some years ago I had cancer, and in less than a month I was totally healthy. But I do play like a child, receiving my treatment, and I've changed my diet. And I was, all the mornings I told Jesus and Abba, Father, thank you for my health. I play to heal. So I just received the grace of God to be healthy again. It took me just 1 month to the cancer disappeared of my body, and it was an awful kind of cancer, with a terrible prognostication of death. But I do not believe the doctors. I do believe in my Father in the heavens who created us. So I do play to be healthy and just say thanks God. And also for the few people who knew my diagnosis, I just told them, each time you think about me, just say thank you God for Carlos' health. Then just a miracle happened. That's why I'm inviting to all of us to thank God for your health. That's the best way to receive from God, because we already have received it, your health, as we have been receiving your wisdom and your counselor and your loving example of life. And you're still standing. That's faith. That's a part that I think some of us can't understand. Instead of laying down on a bed and trying
Beautiful.
to depend on someone, you're just an example for all of us. And if we can join in compassion with you, we can be more compassionate with others for do our humanitarian job, our humanitarian labor with compassion and with
Yes.
gratitude.
Absolutely,
Okay.
Carlos. Go ahead, Ron.
There's another level that I'd like to discuss with you. Have you ever heard of refiner's fire? Do you know anything about blacksmiths who work with metal? They stick the metal in the fire and it gets real hot, white, or whatever hot it is. And then they take it out and they take their hammer and they hammer it. And when they hammer it, the impurities in the steel get knocked out. Those impurities are the things that we're getting rid of. What I'm doing now is I'm going through the refiner's fire. And under that circumstance, I am totally in line with who I am. Father's just knocking out some impurities in me that I need to go through, and that's the thing that I look at disease, I look at all of those kinds of things. Yes, they can be a number of different things like we've been talking about. But the refiner's fire is where you put yourself in a situation that's it's really hot. Not like you burn yourself, and yet you can say that the pain and suffering is similar to somebody holding a match to you. Well, all of that is designed so that it's knocking out the impurities in you under the command of God. We have to go through that in the third dimension and get ourselves ready to move into the fifth dimension. So I'm in the fire, and when I come out for a little while, then I get pounded on. And when that happens, I'm getting rid of the impurities in my body. And it's a different level than I have ever learned before. But I believe that's what's going on right now. So I I'm not happy about it, but I know that it has a purpose. So now that I've said that, I've got to let it go and just focus on getting rid of the impurities by letting God hammer on me. Does that make sense, Carlos?
Carlos, you can unmute.
Totally.
Yes.
I always said that God is preparing me, my body, my mind, my resilience, so I could be more compassionate with all the humankind, all the living kind. I have
Well,
a special example of my mother.
Thing I want you to focus on is that everything happens to you for a reason.
Yes.
God loves you, and you're here in third dimension because nothing like this can happen to us in any other dimension. But it's for the experience that is going on for us, and everything that happens to us happens for a reason. That's what we put in our mission statement. A lot of people get angry with God because there's an earthquake, and people get killed, and they say, "What kind of a God is that?" It's a loving God.
Yes.
It's a loving God because God's love is everywhere. So what is happening to you is just an opportunity for you to get rid of some deep embedded impurities. And I say, let God have his way. That helps.
I did that. I never got angry with God. I thank him for giving this proof to me. What I'm telling is that now I'm healthy. Just took 1 month, and doctors can't understand what happened.
Okay, you're explaining things a fourth or fifth time. Just let it be true. Just let it be true. I know it now, and you know it, and everybody on the call knows it. So
yes,
let's go ahead and let somebody else have a chance to talk.
Thank you so much, Carlos. I really loved hearing your story. You're a wonderful humanitarian being. I'm going to call up Within We Are One. Would you like to come up and say hello and ask Ron a question? Within We Are One.
Hi, Ron. Sorry, it took me a minute to be able to unmute. First of all, Ron, I've been a lifelong humanitarian, and when I came across your beautiful programs, I thought, wow, this can really make an eternal change. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're one of those who, in the pre-existence, before we came down, helped create it.
Well,
so you're part of the creation, and that's why it's warming your heart. Your heart's responding to something that you have been a part of, and your heart is telling you.
I've worked with the homeless for more than 35 years, and just the dignity of the RSS program is just, I mean, it brings me to like tears. I just think how wonderful to be able to share with people and yet have them remain in a very dignified and self-sufficient way. for a long term because healing sometimes takes a long time.
Well, what time it takes can be shortened if we just allow God to be in charge.
Right.
And the programs were designed for people in many different spiritual levels.
Right. Well, and I have a question. Have you ever thought of, I love the CAC map and, that concept that you started. I started following you in the beginning of 2021. And because I already do a lot of philanthropic work and have started a couple of nonprofits and so forth, have you ever thought of overlaying it with some of the existing organizations? I know that there are some not so good organizations, but there are also a lot of really unsung heroes out there who have been working tirelessly for many, many years. I know for myself, I'm going to work with, there's a community action center. It's not community assistance center. But I kind of feel like how can we even scale faster by incorporating some of these unsung heroes who have been helping people for so many years?
Well, you introduce them to the programs, and then they get funded. See, the problem with most organizations, they don't have the funds.
Right.
But we're tapping into the tremendous amount of funds available for this purpose for us. The RSS program is for everybody. And all of the different programs can be, we can incorporate all of those fantastic organizations that are doing a good job and introduce them to the RSS program so that they can bring funds to the people. There's going to, before that comes, I believe the light wave is going to come and change our bodies. And that's for everybody, especially those who have got those programs going and are doing such good work for people. Now we add the RSS program to them, and you can see how they can be a part of whatever you're doing.
Right, right. Again, thank you. I just want to say thank you for those programs. They are simple yet so complex and sustainable. Thank you.
You're certainly welcome, and thank you for being a part of us.
I'm just so honored. I just feel so blessed. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, beautiful. Ron, how you doing? Do you want a couple more questions, or are we getting a little tired?
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. You sound absolutely awesome.
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay. I have a message in the chat that I'm being asked to read to you. It's from Belinda. And her message is this: just hearing Ron's voice right now is all that I need. You will be much stronger. Please don't wear yourself out. Love and miss you so much. And that's from Belinda. So now I'm going to ask CA. CA, would you like to come up and say hello to Ron and ask your question?
Yes, Miss Patricia, thank you. Divine rising blessings to you, Sir Ron. It's really good to hear your voice again. I hope I could, I probably could speak for everyone here. We're very grateful to hear you again and for you having us here. Thank you. I just want to mention, please, real quick, because I know there are others who want to ask other questions. There was a mention of the 3D world. We recently had the USA election here with President Trump. Would you know, Sir Ron, if will he be going to January 20 inauguration this month?
Am I going to it? No. He's going to go through. Are you questioning whether it will happen or not?
Yes, correct, Sir Ron. If he will be going to inauguration January 20, the 3D here, USA. Yes.
Yes. Yes. He's. Can I put it this way? Jesus, Yeshua, Sananda. Those are the words for Jesus. Is in charge of the whole earth and a lot more as far as different entities within the universal universe that he's in charge of. He's in charge of the spiritual aspect of it. Donald Trump is in charge of the physical aspect of it. That's according to universal law. And if you get a chance to look at universal law and ponder it in your mind, and you'll find out what it is. And then you'll see that what Trump is going to do. There's nothing that can stop him. Nothing. He'll get it all done. And the earth will change. The physicality of the earth will change. And it'll be a wonderful experience for us to observe and to be a part of. And I look at President Trump and what he's going to do as a precursor for us. What we're getting as far as the boxes of cash that are out of the airport here, total in the quadrillion, you have a million, the buy is to try million or try million, yeah, is 3, and then quadrillion is 4. We're talking about that kind of money that he's in charge of. Love One Society will get enough to do our CACs wherever we want to put them. And it's a matter of setting the CACs up, or whatever you want to call them, community action or community assistance. We get a chance to do that because when we start our programs, the RSS program, the beneficiaries will be introduced to the primary private home fundings. What I'm saying, private home funding, they're going to be buying the houses, a house. They're going to start that whole program. And we have to have the CACs up and capable of running and doing things for that area that we put the CACs in. The reason for that is because people buying a house and doing the rental programs that we've got that I haven't really got out of. They're part of what I was working with Dom, and I'm not sure if any of that is available to me because there are others that followed him, and he calls them CACs, but they're not CACs because they're not Love One Society. And so, you know, I'd love to have Dom back, but he betrayed me. And there needs to be acknowledgement of that betrayal on his part before I can he can ask for forgiveness and then I can give it. I don't want to go into that anymore.
No, and we never limit the creator, do we, Ron?
No.
So was that your question, sir?
Yes, Ms. Patricia, thank you. We'll look forward to his inauguration. Well, the reason why I ask, forgive me, is because, with the news stories and the California burnings and other storms and everything, so it seems that, the deep state is intense on preventing him. So I thought I'd ask and alleviate some people's concerns and questions. Thank you, Ms. Patricia. Take care, guys.
Thank you. I'd like to call on, I see him stand there waving his hand. Patrick, would you like to come up and give a question to Ron? Can't hear you, no. No, he's having a Spirit, could you please mute your mic for now? Thank you.
I've been waiting to speak, and I don't know where you raise your hand. So that's why I put my mic on, and that's all I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries. Okay. You ask your question with Ron. Go ahead. You've been up there, so let's have you ask your question with Ron, love.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ron, you don't know how much I admire you and how much I resonate with you, and I appreciate everything that you're doing. For years already, for 4 years that I've been in this, and I discovered Love One Society, and I thought, what a great thing to do. And it fits right up my plans for the humanitarian projects that I have in mind. And I think it's like such a help going forward that I really thank and bless you for creating Love One Society. I also I resonate with you very much, and I have a question for you very much. I just recently had a heart attack, and I know that you had an issue. You had a stroke or something like that. And yes. I have an issue that I am also a healer in the medical field. I'm a massage therapist, not necessarily medical, but alternative medicine. And I do not trust the pharmaceutical. And I've been doing everything that would be alternative medicine as far as I can, as much as possible. But for a heart attack, you cannot go to alternative medicine. At least I don't know, and I'm not familiar with any kind of healings. So here I had to succumb, and I had to surrender to the medical institution, which I was so against. And sure enough, in 1 second, they put the stents in my heart. And I was like, great, but I had to go through the, the ICU for 2 days. And that's when they started messing up with me. So to make a long story short, I had to go back to the hospital after 10 days because I somehow discharged myself because I could not take the medication. It was making me deathly sick. Well, obviously, the medication was creating ulcers in my stomach. And I was hemorrhaging internally, so I had to be re-hospitalized because I lost 5 pints of blood due to the medicines that they gave me to prevent another heart attack or stroke, just for prevention. And I'm asking you, what are they doing with you? And here I am such a strong believer in the redemption and in the med beds, and I am with projects that I want to build 2 med beds, not 1, 2, one in California and one in Florida. And I'm collecting people that are wonderful people that I'm already saying, you're going to do this, and what would you like to do, and so forth. And and with the knowledge of the med beds and how they heal you, is like, to me, that is the solution for my thing, and maybe the solution for your things too. How do you deal with having to be at the mercy of the doctors and of the pharmaceutical and of the waiting? And how do we know that the lions know that we exist? And I cannot do my project sick the way I am, recuperating from a heart attack. I cannot do it. I need healings, and there is no healings anywhere.
Well, let me answer that question.
Thank you.
Are you in a position where you can receive revelations?
Sometimes I do. I am not conscious how they come, but they do come, and I come with when I focus on it, and then in a few minutes or in a day or so, I get like, wow, I can't believe it. Yes. And I feel my whole life I've been guided. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm guided.
Well, let me open up an idea to you.
Yes.
If you're loved by God, which you are,
yeah,
and there's something over in the medical field, you have a negative feel for that, so you had a negative response for it. And I would recommend that you open up to the help you can get. Now, if you don't like them, and even it sounds like you might even be in a position to hate them.
No, I'm not hating them. What I'm doing is that they changed all the medicine that was making me sick, and they gave me different medicine that is not making me sick. So I'm making affirmations. This is good for me. This is good for me. So I take. But now the doctor wants to give me a stronger medication, and he says there's no side effects. And I Google it, and sure enough, it's destroying the kidneys. And he says, no, you drink a lot of water, and it does nothing for you. So it's like I bargained with the doctor. Can I have that like after January, like February, because I'm buying my time. Maybe the med beds will show up, and I'll be freed, I'll be healed, and I'll be able to do my humanitarian projects, So that's what I'm doing. I'm buying my time because I'm so far so good with everything that I got. I'm not 100%, but I'm doing my best. I'm exercising, I'm eating right and everything, so that I get healthy quicker. And that he sees my figures, that I don't need the medication.
Well, when I came into here, I asked Father to prepare the way for me so that I can go home. And he says, everything in all the faculties of your body will be restored to you. And I said, thank you. And then I put myself under the control of the medical people.
Oh, you had to do that too?
Well, sure, I'm in a hospital.
Yeah. Oh, you're still in a hospital?
Well, that's a rehabilitation center.
Oh, the rehab, yes, for the physical therapy, for the body to learn to do everything that he can't. Yeah, start learning, teaching.
And there's food that I have consumed here that wasn't good for me, and I'm finding out which ones don't work for the healing of my body.
Yeah.
And it takes its time to go through everything. But my full faith and trust is in the Lord that everything that happens to me will be for my best good, meaning that I'm under the refiner's fire.
Yes, yes, what a fabulous analogy. And I feel not only with me, but with a lot of my friends that are very awake and very in a 5D or ascension purpose. And we've been experiencing dark moments with relatives or with friends or issues that pop up, and then we say, "Oh my gosh, here it is. We have to clean another a shadow in our lives, whether it's from this lifetime or whether it's from previous lifetimes." But we gotta purify ourselves, like with the analogy you gave with the refiner's fire. That was awesome. And in order to go into the realm, we have to be cleansed from all these things.
Well, why don't you let God cleanse them?
Yeah, because right now I have no idea what else I need to do. I surrender. I surrender, but still there is every day. When do I get that call? How do I get that call? What do I have to do? And there is nothing I can do, nothing. Just enjoy my life. Just live my life that is beautiful.
Well, you're a powerful woman, and your ability to focus on things is really good. I would suggest that you turn your focus instead of on med beds. Med beds are only in place; they're outside of our body.
Right.
We don't need med beds. We can heal ourselves. The way to heal yourself is to focus on things that the Lord is giving you. And if it means you take this medicine or that medicine, then allow yourself the privilege of taking something that God has prepared for you. If you do that, then you won't get the stuff that hurt that cause problems in your stomach. Why? Well, that's just the way that I believe, and so I'm believing in the medical in God doing the light work and going through that light wave experience, and then I'll be what I want to be. But a med bed is only going to get me to what they can do in the third dimension. They don't have a clue what's going on above that, and that's where I want to be. I'm holding out for the light wave because I know that that's important. So, I don't know if you want to change your belief on that. It's up to you.
You're talking the light wave, like the solar flares and the Schumann resonance and all these cosmic things that are coming that are going to help us and change us to get into a different, higher level that where we are, that is changing humanity.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. But when you talk about cosmos and cosmic stuff that's going to happen, I don't know anything about that, so I just leave it up to God to.
Okay, I hear you.
I'm here, and you love me, and I'm gonna get the best things for my body, and I'm going to accept what you give to me, and I'll give it my blessing. Thank you, Father, for this, and thank you for that.
Yeah.
And then recognize that's part of your refiner's fire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And it will just allow yourself to go through it because God loves you, and if it's time for you to pass away, then you will pass away.
I think the opposite. I think that you and me, we got a new chance on life. And it's like the old heart is gone because I got a new heart, because there is a purpose for me to do the humanitarian, or to do God's will or God's purpose. And that's what I feel, that I stayed alive. I could have died.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't, and you didn't either. So we got a purpose. We got a reason for being alive.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We're humanitarians.
Right.
Yes.
We are.
We are humanitarians in the refiner's fire.
Right. Right.
And that's where we're going to. Those are God's tools for us.
Yeah.
And so just allow God's tools to be a part of your life.
Yeah.
That's what I would say to you.
I thank you so very much. And God bless you.
Thank you. God does bless me so.
Yes.
I really, and your love and your appreciation for me and what I'm going through
Yes.
is a great blessing to me.
Yes.
All of you people on this call are just, I'm just absorbing this love. It's beautiful.
Yeah, we're all connected.
Well, and it's good.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's God's love. Yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Shelley Caliph.
Shelley.
Shelley. I picked up those two words representing my first initial and my last initial. That resonated good for me. It's SK, Shelley. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Shelley, I'm going to tell the Alliance where you are.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have a circle of friends that are beautiful too. I'll pass it on, referral to the Alliance of my friends too, because they are so eager to do their thing. It's like we can't wait to get started. The humanitarian thing, yeah. But we're all filled with love and with compassion, with oh gosh, all those words.
Well, beautiful words, beautiful thoughts.
Yes. Yes.
Love you, Cheryl.
Thank you. I love you too. Thank you. Shelley. Shelley.
Beautiful Shelley.
Shelley.
Thank you.
Yes, Shelley Caliph.
Shelley Caliph.
Caliph, Kalef. I have a biblical name.
Caliph.
I have a biblical name. I am descendant from the ancient, from Moses. So I was told that I come from the line of Moses. So for my ancestors, I'm doing it all because if they couldn't do it in their lifetime, I'm doing it for them. Everything that needs to be done.
Well, and you're doing it for your posterity as well.
And for my posterity also. I don't know about my posterity. I had issues with them that I cleared, but I don't even know how to behave with them. We're in different parts of the consciousness with each other, but we love each other. That's the one thing. We love each other and we respect each other. But good. Otherwise, we're in different parts of the cosmos. And yeah, that's it. I don't want to, in case somebody else wants to speak, I don't want to take all the time, but I really thank you so much.
You're certainly welcome. Cheryl.
Yes. Shelley.
Thank you, Shelley.
Shelley.
Thank you, Shelley.
Thank
Okay.
you, Shelley.
Beautiful sharing. Absolutely. I'm glad this is recording. Can I ask if Robert Wilson would like to come up and say hello to Ron and ask a question?
Okay.
Are you up for a couple more questions, or are we almost done? Okay. Robert, are you here? Tammy, are we seeing Robert? If not, then we'll call up JP to say
Okay,
hi.
I'm looking for Robert, but I don't see the name here. Doesn't mean it's not there. There's a lot of people.
Yeah, I know this. It's a great gathering tonight. Let's let Ron. Tammy is one of my admins in the room. I'd like to call up JP. She's the other admin that helps out in the room. JP, if you're here, do you want to come up and say hello and ask Ron a question?
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm sure too many people in the room surprised that JP is not a male. So I just wanted to say to you, Ron, I just want to edify you. I really don't have a question, but I just want to edify you and say to you that my soul is so soothed by your voice, and every day we send healing energies your way, and we celebrate in our hearts the day you walk out of that facility. Because of you, we are here. And I wrote this in the chat because I didn't know if I was going to get a chance to speak with you, and I just wanted to have it there so that when you had time, you could read it. But the new earth is our home in our hearts and dreams, and everything we're going through is for our refinement and preparing us in ways that we cannot explain. So I just want to say that love always wins, and love has won. We are the society that will make it so for the world, and for that we thank the Creator, and we thank you, Ron, for opening your heart to receive Love One Society. That's all I wanted to share. I love you. We love you. Love you, Patricia. Love you, Tammy. And I love the society that you've created. I love Love One Society. And we're here for you. We're here for each other. And to the family, I love you. We love you. Thank you,
That's
Ron.
so beautiful. Thank you very much. Bless you. I appreciate you and accept your edification.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm really excited. We're excited about this society. We're excited about what we're here to do as humanitarians. And, it's really tough right now for us here in California. And, I look at everything that happens as being par for the course. And that on the other side of this is so beautiful that, it's just hard because we're living in a world, and we have in our hearts a beautiful place, and they contradict each other, and so we stand in our knowing, and we stand with you, Ron, all the way. So that's it.
That makes me happy.
Oh, that makes me smile.
Joyful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome.
And that's JP. Thank you.
Good night.
Are we ready to close off? I think, Mike, could you mute for a second, love?
Sure. I had a question.
Okay, yeah, I'll call you right up, love. Ron, how you doing?
Good.
You're doing good? Okay.
Yep.
Then I will ask Mike to come up, and then I'll call on Gina, and then I'm going to give you the floor, Ron, to say whatever you wish to say. How's that?
Okay. Well, Ron, I got in there late, and I just want to say it's great hearing your voice. But the question I have is about the training. Will that start up anytime soon, or will we have to wait before we could learn what we need to learn?
Well, I've got to go through all the ins and outs and the things that we were doing the training, and they were gathering a lot of money for the training, and what they were going to do doesn't need money.
Exactly.
And the training that I want to do is similar to what they've got, but sometimes you're working with people and you let them have their way. And if I had my if I had my way, I would do it a different way. But sometimes when you're working with people, you have to yield a little bit to their inspiration. And that's what I have done with the training part of it. And I came to the reality that what they were doing doesn't need money. The training that they were doing could be done by a Zoom call. We could record it, and then that takes the place of something or else becomes a part of the training. So it's my desire to do that. Now, the reason that I'm saying this and the way that I'm saying it is that there's a lot of what did I say? A lot of the training that went forth was done by other people who have been a part of the creation of that, and they went over and followed after Dom. So I've got to clear and be sure that we get the refiner's fire through this. And my intention is just to do this, but it's going to take time after I'm finished and able to have a life of some sort. Get back into my apartment, or we'll see, maybe the light wave will come and we'll be purified to the point that we can get the funds that we're supposed to get. Maybe in another month or so. But
can I add something, Ron?
Yes.
What I want to add is the admins and I are going over things, and then we have a prep group. Tracy and a couple other beautiful ladies are in there with me. What we are proposing to do for the gap for the members is we would like to have chats where the members can say what they know about the programs and all help each other, like a refresher, not a training, but a refresher, to help people remember what they've learned and to share what they know and give you time to get strong enough to do the training that you wish to do.
Well, if the training is or the refresher courses that you and Tracy are doing
free,
I would probably just give that a rubber stamp and say that's it.
Oh my goodness!
The training we want to do. I mean,
Thank
Tracy's been with me virtually since the beginning.
Yes.
And she knows everything about Loved One Society. Most everything, and I don't know that I don't have a test to give to her. But she's very familiar with everything and is such a valuable commandant. I'm going to say it that way because she remembers, she has a very good memory of things. And that's what right now I'm having a deficiency in memory. And I'm getting that back when the light wave comes, and then I'll be up to speed.
You sure
everybody will be up to speed for that. So I'm really looking forward to having everything the way that the Alliance wants it, so that each of the programs can be manifest in a way that right now it's still third dimensional.
Yes.
But we're in third dimension. But why not make it a fifth dimensional training?
Absolutely, Ron. Yes.
So,
sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to butt in there. I apologize. Come on back up and continue speaking. I just wanted to let the members know that we're going to actually put you guys to work and share what you know as a refresher before we get back into the training with Ron.
That's going to be great. We'll look forward to it.
Beautiful. Thank you, Bob.
That was Mike. Alex, can you mute, please? I'm going to call up Gina. Gina, would you like to come up and say hello to Ron and ask a question?
Yes,
Alex, could you please mute?
I only need to send Rome.
Yes. There's a gentleman there.
Okay, Alex, come on up then. I just don't want people to feel that they can just start talking over other people. I want to have some respect, please.
Do you want Alex to go ahead?
Yes, Alex, you can go ahead, but I don't want people to feel like just
He needs
overtalk.
to unmute again.
Okay, unmute him, Tammy, but I just don't want it to be a precedent, please, guys.
I have him unmuted. He has to do it on his end.
Okay. Alex, go ahead and unmute and let's talk for a minute.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, let's talk. What did you want to talk about? Alex?
My tongue is very bad because I suffered a stroke like you, but 2 years ago. I still recovering for that. By half fall, and I broke my hip, and I went two times to the hospital, and the best I can recommend you is be careful, Ron, because it's better than your one little fall in, you go back to the hospital. Okay, that's my love, my admiration for you. I always remember you in my prayers. I use the violet flame to pray for you.
Well, thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. That's kind.
You want to say that?
Yeah, the violet flame of Saint Germain.
Exactly. I use it every day. Every time I use it, I send to everybody. I send it to you, especially to recover. Okay. Okay, but my friend, my love to you. And I'd like to, I'm glad I spoke to you at least once. Since it'll be 4 years, listen to you.
Well, Alex, thank you for your patience.
You're
getting
welcome.
to talk to me. Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
We'll go for now. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Alex. I want to apologize. I could feel your heart was bursting for you to come and talk to Ron. So I humbly apologize, and I thank you for sharing with Ron.
Well, what you're doing is just structure, and it's always best to have structure.
Thank you, Ron. I see Mark is up there too, but I'm going to call on Gina first, and then I'll call on you, Mark, okay? Gina, would you like to come up and say hello to Ron and ask your question, please? And Mark, I'll ask you to mute just for a second, okay?
Is this person's name Gina?
Yes, I'm looking for Gina, but Mark was still on the mic, so I don't know. Sometimes other people can't get the mic up when a mic is already working, so and I'm not seeing Gina unmute. Gina, can you unmute? Gina that says go within. No, she's not going to take the mic, so Mark, go ahead, love. Tammy, can you check and see if Mark or Tina is okay? I'm going to put allow to speak. Now unmute yourself, Mike, and here we go.
Hey, Mark is unmuted, but but on his side it isn't turned on.
Mark, go ahead and unmute your microphone. That's that blue big button on the bottom of your phone. And when you touch it, it'll go green. Then it means you can talk. I guess he's not gonna.
Oh, here he is. Okay. Come on, Mike. Okay, it says Mark is speaking, but I'm not hearing you, love. Ron, can you hear Mark talking, or is it just me?
I can't hear him talking.
Okay.
He has to go out and come back in.
Okay, Mark, can you go out and come back in? And I'll bring Elsa from Australia. Would you like to come up and say hi to Ron?
Hello. Sorry, I was just replying to somebody else. I didn't have my hand up because I don't have a question. But I presume you meant me, Patricia?
Yes, I did, love. Mark is still got his mic
I can
on.
hear you too.
Mark, you need to go out of the chat and come back in, love. Go ahead, Elsa.
Well, you put me on the spot, didn't you?
That's good for change, isn't it, Elsa?
Look, it's glorious. I'm in an area where I'm very rural, and I get to have my peace and serenity. There are a few different starseed souls that live around here, and we're all planning to incorporate RFS and private home funding, and various people are already working with homeless people, all this sort of thing. And we had a big win a couple of days ago where one of the top pedo-frio ringleaders that lived in a tiny little town has been taken down. And so we had a bit of a celebration, a couple of our, us starseeds, because we sort of hear much that's happening in the US and everywhere else, but for it to happen here now, we're starting to see progress, and it's so exciting. So looking forward to get things started.
Where do you live in Australia?
Okay, so I'm on the Atherton Tablelands, which is just west of Cairns in North Queensland.
Okay. I lived in Cairns where my boys was born there at the Cairns Base Hospital.
Wow. Now, why did you leave?
We moved down to the not the Gold Coast, but the
Sunshine Coast?
Sunshine Coast.
Right.
And, we lived there for about a year, and then we got our visas and everything, and came back to America.
No, I feel this is very much where I need to be doing my work. Yeah. And I'm in paradise. Yeah, I feel I'm in paradise, Ron. It's I've got green grass. In fact, it was so green my mower didn't work for 3 months, and a mate came and helped me fix all the belts and pulleys and everything the other day. And it was so hot, but I just got the whole lot mowed, and I look at it now and I just feel I'm in such a state of bliss to finally not be walking through meter-high grass. It's gorgeous.
Well, little things make you happy. That's great.
Oh, yes. But I won't stay on here long. I'll let someone else say something. Very, very feels beautiful to be part of this high vibing group. And thank you, everybody, for organising it. So much love to all us fellow source fractals, humanitarians. Love you all.
Patricia, my gift 777 had their hand up for the longest time. So if you are still taking calls or questions, perhaps they could have their chance.
Yes.
Yes, of course. Tammy, thank you for having my eyes. Absolutely. Who did you say?
My gift 777.
Okay, come on up. Thanks, Tammy.
She's already there, isn't she?
Yes, my gift 777. If you can hear this, you have an opportunity to speak. Sorry it took so long. I've unmuted your mic. Now you have to unmute on your end so that you can speak. Okay, I guess maybe they're not able to do that. Sorry.
Okay, they're not able to do it because other people taking the mic when other people trying to get their mic is stopping it. So, that's the issue that we're having tonight, Tammy. So, let's bring up Agent 99. Said in the chat she wanted to say something to Ron, and then we'll bring that person back up again. But we'll ask everyone else to mute, please.
Hello, Ron. I'm so excited to hear you, and you sound great. And I know the Holy Spirit's just over you and over all the people that are working with you, and they're going to get your food right for sure. I know that. And I also wanted to say thank you to all the admits. And I wanted to say to the group that so many exciting things are happening. It's coming along. Just be patient, hang in there. And all the training or refreshing or anything that the group's going to do, it'll all be positive with high vibrations and frequencies. and we're just going to be going into the future with like just happy and just, it's going to be good, really positive. And I just want to say that. And I love you, Ron. Mwah, mwah.
Oh, thank you, dear. What was your name again?
99, Agent 99.
Agent 99. Okay,
That's right.
Well, good job, 99.
Thank you so much. And
Agent.
love to everybody. It's all going to be good, and the training's going to come. And I wanted to also say on the 19th, Trump's having a big thing in New York. It's like a rally, and then supposedly the inauguration on the 20th. And that's it. Thank you. Love you, Ron.
Love you too, and thank you for being a part of us. Love your energy.
She's got awesome energy. Good to hear your voice. She also adds a lot of stuff to the room. So thank you for everything you do, Agent 99. And Mark, come on up, and then Tammy will get that last person, and then we will let Ron have the closing floor. How's that?
Sounds good.
We're looking for Mark, Christian man. You want to come up, sir? Okay, I see you're unmuted. Mark, are you able to use your mic? I hope I'm not catching everyone on the toilet, Ron. Oops, did I say that out loud?
Well, I hope you're not either. That's frustrating.
While we're waiting for Mark, perhaps Shining Light could ask their question.
Sounds good to me, Tammy. You're on it. Thank you, love.
Mark, there's a large blue button on the bottom of the phone face. It's blue, and if you touch that, then you'll be able to talk. It'll turn green. Then it'll say live.
Okay, we're not getting Mark. We're not getting Gina. Maybe Spirit's trying to say it's time to wind down on this. What do you think, Ron?
Well, it's getting time for me to close.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone who waited patiently. Apologies to everyone who couldn't get on their mics. And this has been fantastic. I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to hand it over to Ron. Ron, take us out, love. And I love you.
Okay. Well, I love you. It's a two-way street. And it's a two-way street for everybody on this call. I'm so in gratitude for, how would I say this? I'm just going to say it this way. What we're doing now is gathering the people, the humanitarians, that helped create the Love One Society in the pre-existence before we came to the earth. And the reason that all of these things, the love that's expressed back and forth to everybody, is because you're finding out that this is what you have created for yourself to do your humanitarian work. And you're the ones that helped create it, maybe I brought it through. And so I get to put my name on it, but I don't get to get up on the stage because that's where God is. And our Father in heaven is the one that brought it through the veil to me. And he did that because he knows who you are. He knows that you're a part of Love One Society. The Alliance knows who you are. If God knows who you are, then Jesus, who's in charge of the Alliance and he's the Messiah. There are no other Messiahs. He's the one that's in charge of this earth and probably a lot more of what we have created. We create things and then come down and experience in third dimension. And it's my job to get this from third dimension to fifth dimension. And that's what we're doing with this group that is assembled here. I'm so grateful that while I'm in the refiner's fire, really good humanitarians are picking up the load and pressing on and getting things ready. I am so blessed and so much in gratitude for all of you. And I pray God's blessings to let you know how precious you are. You are the ones that God created in his image and likeness. That means you are creator gods. We're learning how to be creator gods. And that's what our purpose for coming here to the earth is. So we can learn who we are and learn how to function at that high level. And that's what we're learning. That's what I'm learning too. That's what we're all learning. And so I send forth my blessings to each individual who associates with Love One Society. You are important. And I hope you realize that you are creator gods and that there will be a time when in the fifth dimension that you'll be free to create what you want because that's who you are. I share my blessings to you all and thank you for being on the call. It's been a wonderful 2 hours for me. Tricia, thank you so much for organizing such a wonderful group of people and having them on this call. You are precious. And my heart is full of gratitude for you and for what you are and what you mean to me and to each one of us on this call. You're a precious lady. I'll give you some time to wrap things up if that's what you'd like to do.
I think you've done a great job. Thank you, Ron. I'm me. I'm me. That's all I can be. And better me. And I really appreciate everyone in the group. and standing in their sovereignty, reuniting with each other as family, can be some hiccups. But everyone has the right to be who they are. And I try to allow that. So I just want everyone, if you want to come onto the mic and say so long until we see each other again. And I want to give my expression of thanks and gratitude to everyone and helping us in the room. Okay, here we go. Love you.
Ron, thanks.
Love you. Love you, Ron.
Ron. Great. Thank you.
Thanks for the
So much. Night, night.
speed. Lunch.
Thank you.
Bye.
See you in the chat.
Thank you.
Bye and good night.